Hell! Yeah, it's Black Friday, the most important holiday of the year. No one cares about the turkey or Thanksgiving at all. It's all about buying shit you don't need. Buying shit you don't need. My guitar's not in tune, so rather than continuing down this path for this exact moment, let me tune it real quick while I talk to you. Hey-o! Hey! Hi! What up? Hello! Happy holidays. I hope you all had a wonderful time. I hope you are stuffed full of whatever kind of food you like. I had raclette for the first time. Raclette. It's just, you just melt cheese and put it on stuff. Like, how have I never tried that before? I mean, I've melted cheese on many things. There's no question. Like, I mean, without melted cheese, I'd probably be dead. I'd probably starve to death. Like, if it doesn't have melted cheese on it, oh, the fucking chat's right in front of my face. Oh, that's a great place for that. That is very funny. I was sitting here talking, and you guys were literally talking over me. All right, that's probably better. Oh, it's still muted. Why doesn't it automatically mute? All right, now I can sing your names. Guitar Anime was the first in the chat. He hit the like button, and that's where we're at. Crescendo, that Dave guy, Alien Spore Bomb, John McIntyre, Andres Rios, Drop Audio, Isomatic, and that Dave dude, Mike Swell, King Jadex, Ryan Saunders as well. Hold on while I scroll. Tommy Lee and Duke of Nukem, Master Sumatai and Daniel Johansson will live on Friday. It's the best day. The best day of the fucking week. So, I have no idea if anybody, like, if the usual crowd of many people is going to come today, because it's more or less a holiday. It's yesterday was a holiday. So, you know, we'll see what we see. I mean, around the world, it's not a holiday of any kind. Only in America, where a turkey is a whole holiday. But because y'all are here, you get to experience the ceremonial. Cracking of a cold one, ASMR. Oh, yes. That's the only crack I need. This is distracting you from Black Friday deals? Well, I regret to inform you that I am also dropping some hot Black Friday deals, as you probably guessed, on my course. Complete rock and metal songwriting, yeah. It's up for 50% off, yeah. Also my lyrics course, oh yeah. Anyway, it is, but I'm kind of kidding. All right. Is the folder, the folder. What is it called? What is this at a wonky ass angle? Is the channel open for you to put the stuff in? I hit the, I only know how to do so much. I hit the permissions sync, and if it doesn't show up after that, I don't know what else to do. I couldn't tell you. Have some more polar seltzer. How could I have more? I have so much. Anyway, how are y'all doing? Did you get anything cool? Let's say hypothetically you define yourself by your purchases. What are you today? I am planning to purchase a Roomba. That's the main thing that I want. Everything else, I don't really need anything, to be honest. Like, I actually bought a course for myself. It's pretty rare that I really have time to do anything other than this. But I got how do I put this? Usually, there's advertising. You get advertised to. You put a lot of fancy, they put a lot of effort into making advertisements a certain way. But really, if the thing that you're selling me isn't something that I need or want, it doesn't matter how nice and convincing your ad is. I don't need tampons, for example. I have no use for such a thing. It could be a great ad. I will never buy it. But I saw something that I was like, this I want and need. Rick Beato launched his guitar arpeggios course. And the little ad described something exactly that I wanted. And I was like, yes, take my money. But you like the sound of my rig? It's Tone Forge Jeff Loomis. All right, so who's got some songs for me, huh? I mean, we could just listen to me noodle all day. Yeah, it's possible that it's not. Are there any mods in here? Is anyone able to open? Because, like, I don't understand. Permissions synced. It is not a private channel. It is able to be viewed. I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Is it from Amplitude? No, this is JST. Joey Sturgis Tones. This is my like low gain patch. Not to be confused with low gain, the False Dragon Reborn. This is the I have not tried Disruptor. King Jade, what is that sampler that you're talking about? EP133. Okay, yeah, it feels like the Friday channel. The Bad Bandito, thank you for your donation. You have been added to the list. Why did I get a notification on my Apple Watch? Oh no, I'm sorry. That says the Rad Brigade. I'm illiterate. The Rad Brigade. I'm so used to reading the Bad Bandito, and it's very small. Anyway, the Rad Brigade is the first one today. Is the first one today. Today. Sampler from Teenage Engineering. Oh, okay. So it's like one of those like little ones. All right, see if you can see it now. I don't think I did anything. Bad Bandito's like, I didn't send you any money. Who's sending my money to you? I don't like. I just feel like a goddamn idiot. Like, how do I make this possible for people to like do? All right, I'm trying again. I guess like they can view it. You can. Maybe I had to hit save on some permissions not synced. No, I synced them a second ago. But do we want? All right. How about now? Did it miraculously appear? Maybe you have to close it and then open again. Crescendo. I know, I'm trying to take your money. I'm trying so hard, guys. You can... All right. If you want, for the moment, just drop them in Gong Gang. And I'll, you know. I imagine people basically like went home for the whole weekend. Yeah, drop it in the channel called Gong Gang instead for the moment. Okay? And once we get this other one. All right. Rad Brigade done been droppedeth. Thank you. Oh fuck. Jesus. That was really loud. I wasn't expecting it to start playing. But because it's the first one of the day, SoundCloud doesn't know shit about fuck today. All right. Oh, it is now open. Okay, great. Please all now drop your... All right, crescendo has also been added. Okay, great. Here we go. Breath and breathe. At last, somebody who knows the difference. Here we go. The Rad Brigade. It's a funny name for a band. I am hoping to go to 70K, Daniel Ricchetti. Why do you hate vocals? Like, I hear that they exist, but nothing else. Let's see. Yeah, kind of a punk rock chorus. That sticks out to me as the coolest part so far. Except for... I can hear some harmonies in there. So I feel like the melody on the chorus almost pops off. Almost. Oh. That was a dumb breakdown. This chorus slaps pretty good fuck again. I mean, it's a really good sounding demo. Yeah, it's good that it's still a demo. Don't send me the final product. I can't help you with it. I'm gonna make this brighten this whole thing, the whole look up a touch. Okay, so this is like, come on, don't fucking autoplay. Yeah, I liked this. I mean, look, you're always gonna get me with a two-step. Like, I love that shit. That's like, that feels like cheating to me. Like, Trey's gonna like it, I'm not gonna, like, you can't put fucking lipstick on a pig. Like, if it's a shitty song and you just drop that in there, it's not going to make it good. But it fucking helps. Rain 593. Thank you for your donation. You've been added to the list. So this had a cool groove to it, like, oh, excuse me. What up, Mr. Smith? Now, I can't understand the lyrics because the vocal is very low in the mix. Obviously, this is just a demo. But the melody is like, that's pretty fucking good. The only problem is that it's a little on the beat. Like, that's probably an excessive amount of syncopation for this kind of music, but a little bit of syncopation is going to go a long fucking way with this song. Because right now it is very rhythmically mayonnaise. Syncopation is one of the biggest things that makes things catchy. I dedicate a lot of time in my lyrics course to syncopation, because it feels like, it's like MSG. It feels like fucking cheating. Like, adding in syncopation, like, just makes things catchier. If it's like if it flows naturally when you do it and you feel it, you know, like, and it's just it's not just syncopating everything all the time. Andres Rios, thank you for your donation. You've been added to the list. But it's going to start. Don't start. Don't you start. And I think that's. Oh, Ryan, you're Rain. Okay, got it. Then that puts you before. And then, okay, great, thank you. Four on the list now, well, including Rad Brigade. Then we got Crescendo, Andres Rios, and Pavelko. Yeah, but I think this is cool. Like, I don't really... I think... This is... So, there's two different kinds of stupid, okay? There's like, stupid, and then, like, brilliant stupid. This riff, to me, is kind of brilliant stupid. I don't know what it is, but this moves so good. Ba 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 da ba ba. It's the syncopation. Like, I think you should use that riff more. Like, like variations of the riff. Like, use it more throughout this. I think it's like one of the coolest parts, and it's not in there enough. Does it only happen once? Oh, okay, you got a cool variation of it here, but you took out the coolest part of it. Hold on, let's run it back. Maybe it's not exact. I think you got too much stuff in here. You got too many riffs, and then this breakdown riff feels obligatory as fuck. It feels like, whoa, we had to have a breakdown. Dun 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 dun. That's like, come up with something much cooler, or yeet it entirely and replace it with something better that we've already heard in the song. Like, I would rather hear this fucking... I think you should have this verbatim more times in the song. I think that's really cool. And then I think your vocal melody shouldn't land on the root at the end. You kind of land on the root too much, and it's not very exciting. Like, I want a little bit more tension. I want you to add a little bit more tension to it, and go and send it off on a high note, especially. It's fucking cool, though. Randall Hammer. Greetings. Okay. What's he said? What's Crescendo said? New tune. Still actively working on it. Trying to make something really groovy. Trying to make something really groovy, baby. Yeah. God damn. Okay, who else thinks that they should reboot Austin Powers with Matt Berry? Like, if they don't do that, somebody just needs to use, like, a deep fake and replace him in the whole movie. Hold on. What are some things that Austin Powers says other than, yeah, baby? How dare you break wind before me? Sorry, baby, I didn't know it was your turn. Like, who wouldn't fucking pay to see that? I would pay good-ass money. All right, here we go, Crescendo. There are currently no freebies available. I feel like your bass is too high? Is it an octave too high? Joshua Youngbert, greetings. Maybe there's just a lot of high end in the bass. So it's like really popping through. This This little rhythm right here. That hits. So the rhythm of the bass is very groovy. Note-wise, I think it's way too busy. I don't think a lot of it's not matching up with the melody. It's not supporting the melody. Yeah, I think you got like a lot too many notes. Yeah, I think it's like it mostly holds together pretty well, but like the bass is real wanky. Like I think this works really, really well. Did we hear this throughout the rest of the song? Like, that felt the right kind of busy, a bit simpler. Yeah, I like it. I think the melodies feel like a little bit meandery. Maybe the bass was just distracting me. Mostly pretty cool. Yeah, I like it. I think it's got a cool groove. Yeah, something about the bass is bumming me out. A few things, but I think personally, I'm a bit of a maximalist, and the way that I work best, and I saw a quote about this. Somebody else who does it like this. Oh, it was Jordan Peele talking about his first draft, and he says like, the first draft, I just have to keep telling myself that all I'm doing is pushing a bunch of sand into the sandbox, which I have a video coming out about sandboxing, probably next week. And then I'm going to build the sandcastle out of it. So you have to have a lot of raw material. So I usually work best putting a bunch of stuff together and then cutting it up, right? Like, I'd rather be cutting stuff out that it doesn't need rather than like having to constantly add things back in. So, yeah, I think it's cool. All right. So I would say your next step is the trimming phase. Like, make the bass less busy. Yeah. All right. This is Ryan Pavelko. Recorded over the various COVID lockdowns. First release with our new vocalist. Ooh. Also, I know it is long. Sorry. Don't apologize to me. Apologize to your listeners. The last 2.5 minutes are the big important part if you don't have time for the whole thing. Why would you make the... Okay. Well, I'll skip to the end. I don't remember them by name, Ryan, but I hear a lot of songs, so... I mean, okay, obviously the climax is the most important part. There's no question. But Blair. Cool key change. Pretty dramatic. Blind Vanguard. The lyrics. Lost to the sands of time. Don't send me a lyric video if you don't want me to rip apart the lyrics. So a lot of these you've got to, this is why I made the lyrics course. Okay. This is why. So listening to it, I was like, that's awkward. So why is it awkward sounding? Even though she has a nice voice. Well, she's like very, very clearly enunciating all of the words, which is like, I mean, there's a point at which it sounds like you're reading a manual, like doing voiceover for a corporate training video, and not rock and roll. But she does have a nice voice. But then I go, okay, well, why does it sound awkward? And the reason is because there's bad like awkward syllable stress on words that you wouldn't normally stress in a sentence. And that's called forced syllable stress, because if it lands on a strong beat, it's going to sound like that syllable is stressed. And if you wouldn't stress it in a sentence, you shouldn't stress it in a song. It's not that the like words are bad. It's just that they're awkwardly placed. And it just sounds a bit sentencey. By nightmares. There, stretch that shit out. So this is a fucking great line. No, come back. Whispers drift on a winter breeze. I love that. That is some banging imagery. Anything with an I sound is kind of hard to sing, but it's so nice. But there's really great assonance. Whispers drift on a winter breeze. And it's just a nice, it's just a nice image. Fine. Yeah, so that's not great. You think it's due to nerves? I mean, no, this is compositional. Like, during her recording sessions, it shouldn't have anything to do with the way that it's like composed, which I presume you did beforehand, or is she doing it on the spot? Like, I think she's got a lot of promise. Like, could be really good, but it's just all it's all a bit awkward. You're just the guitarist? I mean, I'm just telling you what I'm hearing. I think... Oh, good. And now for something completely different. Oh, shit! Oh, you meant the pronunciation. Yeah. Todd McKimmey! Todd McKimmey dropping 2 freebies from the sky. There are 2 freebies available. See, like, what was that? Did we have was that a... Okay, I thought it was a tempo change, but that was an awkward transition into this part that feels like really crammed in. All right, 2 freebies available, folks. Follow the rules in the freebie, in the description about freebies. So her, like, melodies are... Ooh, that's really nice. Ooh, that hit me. Yeah, like, the words are good. It's just about where you put them. Very Disney, but in a good way. Where are the harmonies? Yeah, give me some, Oh! Where was this power the whole time? Ah, Shores of Sorrow. What? She didn't want any vocal harmonies. She didn't hear them when she was writing the melody. Okay, well, I'm hearing them now. You guys need a producer. Okay. So I understand that this is like the climax, so you want the most power out of this, but this is too far into it for us to find out that she can sing like this. This is way too long to wait. So she's really good. Her lower range sounds too conversational and talky. Like, it's not hitting. Like, it sounds nice, but you don't want fucking nice for metal. Like, so she's got a great instrument. The performance has to sound like the song. Especially this first part is super dark. Like, I mean, the whole thing is dark, like lyrically and mood-wise, and she just sounds like, yeah, her voice isn't matching. The performance isn't matching the feeling. That's the main thing. Cool orchestration. So, I think the guitar's doing a good job accompanying. Like, it's not too flashy and, like, shitting all over the vocal. Okay. Follow the rules if you want a freebie. Read the rules in the description. Might go back to switching hats every $100. There are instructions for freebies in the description of this video. If you want a freebie, you need to read the rules. That's like that's a pretty cool arpeggio. But it was a bit sloppy. So, like, I think if you want to be like hitting at the level that the bands you described sounding like what up, Vincent Emerald? Thank you for your donation. You've been added to the list as well. Don't play. I think if you want to be hitting at that level, you're going to have to, you're going to have to be layering the vocals. Like, that's what's going to make it sound big. So you triple tracked the arpeggio. Why would you do that? Like, it didn't sound triple tracked, it just sounded sloppy. But overall, like, this has tons of potential. The production is good. The vocals, like, you need to get into the studio with a real fucking producer, okay? Who knows how to produce vocals and get the right performance out of somebody, because she's got a good voice, but this does not have the right performance and vibe for what you're going for until that end bit, but nobody's going to make it that far into the fucking song. She actually sounds like the first singer for In Virtue a bit. This girl Meredith, who was like just like a girl that we knew who like could kind of sing. Like, I mean, she has the same like kind of tone. Like, yours can sing a lot better than ours could. All right, here's Andres Rios, who says, guide vocals guy again. This was done as an experiment in efficiency. On September 1st, I booked a gig for November 23rd that I had nothing written and no band, done in 2 rehearsals. Okay. You did it because your drummer told you to.
Lord, we go across the fields eternal, my senses detecting the treasure below where I can touch down. I will get my share, fill my bag. I feel surrounded by some kind of mystery potion.
Hear that syncopation? Tons of syncopation in there, in that vocal. Not obviously. So, like he said, these are guide vocals, which means these are vocals that he sang to have somebody else sing. Okay? They're obviously a fucking octave below where they need to be. But you hear that shit?
I may need some help here. It's amazing.
Is the name of the place you played Ding Dong? The Ding Dong Lounge? Fuck.
Past is blessing. It's like they don't know. My feet feel like they're getting.
This is a Beatles cover. Wow.
And this honey-like substance and the walls around me stop to move. They try to surround me.
I mean, so you've got some fucking like tricky black metal chord changes in here. What is that? Like, she's not really hitting it. Like,
Should I go back?
Like,
yourself tease on.
this is not holding together. Rhythmically. Thank you for subscribing, Roger Ramjet Rankins. Roger Ramjet Rankins, reporting for duty. These are the proper singers, it just needs more takes. I mean, I don't really think that it's just that. That was actually a pretty effective transition, even though it was like a little bit shitty. Like, I wouldn't.
My soul remains inside the flora section. I have left the colony behind. I'm nowhere.
I think your singers, did they write their own parts? Topher!
But I still remain. It's amazing.
Topher, can you check and make sure the Friday Freebies channel is open? We've got 2 freebies to give away, and I can't do 2 things at once. Okay. Yeah, it does feel a bit slow to me. These vocalists are so sleepy and out of tune sounding the whole time. I think the song is actually kind of cool. Like, I like the back and forth vocals, like the composition of them. Like, I can hear through these dreadful performances to the core composition, which is like has a lot of cool stuff in it. Like, if they wrote these parts, I would keep them on as writers and then get real singers to sing this stuff. Like, this sounds like terrible karaoke. Like, don't put this out if they're gonna sound anything like that. I don't think it's just like, oh, they need another chance. They need another take. Like, this is bad performance. So I think, from your description, this was thrown together in a very short period of time. So that's cool. Looks like there are people at the gig. Looks like everybody's having a good time. Okay, you wrote all the parts? Yeah, get some better singers. These Mumbles McGillicuddy and his sister sleepy time. Thank you, Topher. Okay, there are 2 freebies available, folks. Apparently the Friday freebies, you're going to have to give me explicit instructions for what it is that you do to open the channels, because I thought all I had to do was hit the sync permissions button, and that is apparently not the case. You're headed to work, but you're lurking. Okay, I appreciate that. Yeah, so I think compositionally you've got it, but like, dude needs to sing literally an octave higher, and none of this shit has any like energy to it. It all feels like fucking heroin music, even though what you've got is cool. I think it's the sound of it is unique. The combinations of sounds. It just feels like it's held together with fucking chewing gum and sealing wax, and it's real hard for me to get on there, okay? Like, the performance needs to sell the composition, and right now all of it is so loosey-goosey. I would crank it up maybe 10 BPM at least. It's going to depend really on the tightness of the performances. Not just the tightness, but the groove of them, and like making sure that it's moving the whole thing. It's all loose fucking butthole. Oh shit! Brad Woods renewing his membership now over a year. 13 months as Riff Salad Chef. At the Riff Salad Chef level of being a member of the Trey Xavier channel. Salud. And now I'm out of juice. Thank you, Brad Woods. No, not sealing wax. Sealing wax. Oh, no. Yeah, Lucy Goosey and Mumbles McGillicuddy and his sister-in-law, Lucy Goosey. Okay, I'll put it this way. I am doing fucking work trying to hear through the demo to the composition. You don't want anybody to have to do that, especially when you've got something that has so much potential like this does. Okay, like, record it proper, tighten it the fuck up. Okay, this is Vincent Emerald. Dark Sign, Disclosure is the song, and Dark Sign is the artist, yeah? Says, here's an original track by my man, by my band Dark Sign, mixed and mastered by me. Definitely not the best production, but it was only my first attempt at recording real drums with an 8-channel interface. Mic inputs was definitely a challenge. Yeah, I mean, usually if you do that, make the drummer reduce the size of his drum set. Here we go. And then replace stuff. Why is the one tom all the fucking way over there? Okay. It's not so much the recording of the drums as the editing. They're also not tight. Hagen Woods, what up? Welcome back. Oh yeah, the performance of the drums is loosey-goosey. Do you not have any overheads? The drums sound way too separated. So you need way more overheads and or room mics. With 8 microphones, like you said, you're pretty limited. But right now, all I hear is the separation between every single instrument, which is a good place to start, but then you need to blend in all of the ambient mics, right? The overheads and the room mics. It's, oh boy. Those stops every time, that's too much. Where's the groove? That's like the Jun Jun riff with no palm muting. Oh no, it is palm muted. The guitars actually sound pretty cool. They're a little dark, but your riffs are really loopy too. Here's the thing. One of two things needs to happen when you're recording, when you've got drums, okay? They either need to be performed very tightly or they need to be edited to be listenable. Right now, it sounds like he's falling down the fucking stairs. Like the drums are not doing it. And for this kind of music, they have to be so fucking good. Like death metal without like really crushing drums is like, what is it? It's nothing. Here, right here, I see what you're doing. You do this cool little dun 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 dun, and then like the drums continue while the guitars ring out. You should keep one guitar doing it, dun dun. So this hits. You kind of got this cool back and forth between the guitar and the vocal, but it's still too loopy. So that's cool and sick. The rest of it doesn't really hit for me. Yeah, so you've got like a little bit of continuity with parts coming back, but your guitar, your riffs and sections are loopy in a really bad way. They loop and repeat too exactly over and over again. They have to grow, you know? They have to, like, throughout a section, if you're going to be playing the exact same notes, you have to grow either the way that it's performed, like putting more space in the riff, playing it differently, like palm muted versus open, played in a different octave, and having the drums do something different is also gonna make it more interesting as it goes. Like, that's the main thing. So in terms of like recording the drums, like, that's good to do to be able to learn, you know, like learning to get better is great. Like, don't do it for an official release. Like, if you don't know what you're doing, because death metal, there's no excuse to not have absolutely crushing recordings for death metal, because at this point, it's not that it's easy to do, but it's easy to acquire amazing sounding death metal production, because you can get it like almost fucking like pre-packaged, you know? There's so many people that can do it for you to make it sound so fucking good for so cheap, you know? Like, don't do it yourself. Like, if it's just for a demo, great. Otherwise, it's like, yeah. So, you've got some cool stuff here, but the song, it feels like you wrote a few riffs that kind of fit together and you kind of just mashed them up into a song. Like, you just kind of copy pasted them ish. You don't know how to program drums. I mean, what do you think is going to be easier? Setting up, like, learning how to record drums or learning how to program them? Here's the main reason you should learn to program drums. Aside from just being able to make good sounding demos, understanding how drums work, especially in metal, especially in fucking complex metal like this, is so fucking important for you as a writer. Like, so I play a little bit of drums, real shitty. Like, I can't fucking play drums. Like, I could probably fake my way through a set of classic rock jams if I didn't try to get fancy. Like, I can hold it down on the most basic rock shit, but I can't do anything fancy, and nobody's gonna be like, man, this guy's got great groove. Like, I suck, okay? But I've played for like 20 plus fucking years. But like, because I understand how the drums work, then I can program them. Because programming drums isn't just programming them to program them. It's composing them and understanding how they work within the context of a song against the other things that you write, okay? So, like, for writing your songs, like being able to get them into a decent enough form that you can hear the song as a composition and then let a real drummer take it from there. Okay. All right, we've got some... Oh, okay. Thank you, Topher. We've got one freebie has been claimed by Styx. Okay, all right. By Styx Clark. Not to be confused with Styxadinia from Steel Panther. All right. Okay. And then, let's see. So this is Sue Music. Like, as in, I'm going to sue you. A boy named Sue. Dance, you scum! Described as a, so this is a recent song release. Birmingham punk alt-rock band trio. Punk alt-rock band trio. Okay. Oh. That is okay. Come on in, it's gonna rush through the veins under your skin. You'll learn to love it. You'll learn to embrace it. You'll learn to not forget. What are you waiting for? Fuck, that mask is really scary. What's the movie that's from? Oh, we're really hanging out on this chord. So you've got like a cool gritty sound. What is this drummer doing in the video? Fucking E-note, the musical. This is... The vibe is kind of cool. But this is musically bland as fuck. Like, why you just... Fucking one-note Mamba over here. So you're nailing the vibe here and almost nothing else. Like, kind of a cool groove throughout. And the screaming is cool. Like, good vocal sounds. Nope. No part of this is, like, particularly memorable, though. Like... Okay. I think part of... So, wherever you were recording this didn't want you to record, didn't want to hear your... You were trying not to be loud. The drummer's like... Yeah, you should delete this video, this music video.
Delete that.
Yeah, it worked! The button worked!
Delete that.
Yeah. Yeah, this music video is terrible. Which is inexcusable in 2023. Sinister Bunny, like, the thing is, it's not about it getting demonetized. Like, every one of these streams gets demonetized. I don't care about that. It's just a matter of as long as I'm not going to get a strike, which I don't think DistroKid will do. All right, second freebie has been claimed by Guitar Anime. So remember, folks, you better be following the rules of the freebies. Otherwise, I'm going to yeet your shit into the void. Thank you, Topher. Everybody say thank you to the mods. Anyone who's here on Black Friday. Which, if you were looking to buy something for Black Friday, don't buy a new pedal. Don't buy yourself a new fucking amp sim plugin. Okay? My courses are on sale for half off. That's the shit that's going to make your music better. Not a new piece of gear. Okay? You have too many pedals already. Nobody's coming to see your pedal board in concert. Okay? Nobody's watching you for your pedals. They want to hear your fucking awesome songs. The link's in the description. It's half off for Black Friday. Both the courses. Both of them. So, like, this could have a cool hook. Like, the Dance You Scum, like, that's cool. It's there. It's in there. But, like, it's so not emphasized. And like this whole fucking thing is one goddamn chord. Not and I think the strongest part about this is the vocals, and they're not recorded well enough or produced well enough for this song to come across. And it's musically unbelievably bland. Dynamically, it's pretty cool. That's the main thing that you have going for you right now. Aside from the vocal like sound and style and performance, which is pretty engaging. You've got some dynamic development throughout the track. And that's something that a lot of people miss. But, like, you gotta have some chords to move this. It's less musically interesting than the average boring fucking O's and Ones Gent song. Like, but it still had, like, the same sounds. Like, throughout it, you're using two notes. But, like, why? I feel like this could be fucking cool, but at least put some goddamn chords in your chorus. Okay. Cabris, Subnormal. Nintendo doesn't strike anybody. Turn down the double on the vocal. Like, it just sounds out of key. Is that a Limp Bizkit parody hat? I mean, I don't think the Chicago Bulls are selling Limp Bizkit parody hats. Personally. Yeah, I think Fred Durst, like, gets a nickel for every hat sold. Because he's the only person who's ever worn a red hat. I mean, this is fucking wild. I'm gonna pause it real quick. So this is super fucking intense. Got some really, really cool, exciting musical, like crazy chord changes. The vocals are wild. You're fucking going. I think you're going too much all the fucking time. Like, there needs to be a... Like, I need something to grab onto somewhere in here. Like... I mean, we got a chorus, but even during the verse, I mean, that's cool. You hear how that grooves with the syncopation? Vocals are a bit pitchy. So you need that. You need to do something about it. But like, this is fucking sick. Yeah, the mix still needs some work, but that's not bad. Crescendo! Thank you for your donation. You've been added to the list. Did we ever get this part back? Like, so that intro thing... I love that. This tickles my brain so fucking hard. Like, up one arpeggio and down another one, and then again. Okay. You got a cool little, like, chromatic line cliche thing going through that, maybe? The intro is a slow take on the verse. Okay. I didn't really pick up on that, but I believe you. Dude, that little... I want more of that. Because that was like, whoa! So it is a little weird to have the chorus be so... Like, it feels like you slammed on the brakes for the chorus, and you go from singing really fucking fast to really big, long, slow, and like, you know, soaring long notes. So I'm getting a little bit of whiplash, but it is cool. I think what you should do is try to inject a little bit more action into the vocal on the verse, because everything else about the verse fucks real good. Like it's super groovy. And the vocal part is good if I don't think about the rest of the song. I would just give her a little, like, add a little bit more movement into it. Like, make it a little bit busier. Because, like, you kind of got, yeah, I got whiplash. But it's good. Like, the parts are well written. I really like it. And it's very exciting. So, and if that's you singing, your voice is cool. It needs work. Like, you need to keep working at it to hit the sounds that you're trying to achieve. Like, there is no better motivator to learn than having something in mind that you are trying to hit and just putting all your energy towards it. Like, if you write something that you can't play or perform somehow, but you want it, you know that it's the thing that you need to have, then you at least know exactly what to work on. So I wouldn't just layer an angry vocal on there. I don't think that's the move. I think you need to be able to inject a little bit more grit. To what you've already got. Like, in your voice. For me, all of the grit comes from the nose, which it's hard to, like, you have to get your system to a point where you can do that. Because it's hard to push. You have to be able to push a lot of air in a way that you can get the grit out of your, like, mask, your nose and stuff. Because you don't want the grit from your throat. That'll be great for 30 seconds. But, like, oh, I haven't sung in like 2 weeks because I was sick. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh. Right? Hopefully I don't fucking hurt myself. Jeez. Well, at least I didn't have a coughing fit for a long time. But I think you're on a fucking great path. I think you're gonna be fucking great. All right, Crescendo. Just an excuse to shout out SMB1 and give you $20. Thank you. What is SMB1? Super Mario Brothers. I figured it out. All right, here we go. So this is a remix of the Super Mario Brothers theme. Let's see if I can... pull the key out of the air before I hear it. Do I have perfect pitch? I was a half step low. Those are not the right chords. mean, look. No, that's not right. Some of it hits and some of it is not. So look, this song is really harmonically complex. So you gotta fucking be on your shit if you're gonna do something like this. Like, it doesn't seem like it because in the original, it's basically just drums, bass, melody part, and then a harmony part. So you can't really, like, there's not like chords saturated throughout. The bass, between the bass and the harmony thing, it lays out the chords. What's the word? It implies the chords. But they're like, it's jazzy as fuck. There's like big crazy chords, and what you've got in here like kinda hits sometimes, but not really. Sinister Bunny, thank you for your donation. You've been added to the list. He says, fuck it, I got paid today. I like the sounds that you're using in here. So one problem that you've got is that your pad sound, even though it's really good, whatever's playing those chords, mostly in the left channel, it's too like paddy and saturated throughout. It's just there all the time. The drums are cool. The drums are grooving along. Yeah, like right there, that doesn't hit. I like that little synth thing in there. That's cool. Oh yeah, and this is cool. The pickup. Snare's a little dark and thuddy. I like the dynamic hi-hat sound. Like that's a good layer. that to me moves it. Yeah. It's mostly cool. All right, hold on. I think your sounds and production are like pretty cool, pretty good. I'm just gonna grab another bevy real quick. 2 seconds. You didn't think about leaving, did you? You didn't think about leaving, did you? Don't leave me. Now you're gonna, because I made that sound. Okay. Thanks for sending that in, though. It's such a cool jam. Like the Mario Brothers theme. Here's a question for you. This causes me to lose sleep at night. Is that or any video game theme good? Or did we just get fucking hammered with it over and over? Literally, how many times have you heard that while playing the game? 10,000? Like, is there any song that you've heard as much as a video game theme that you played for 200 hours, right? And it's just been all over the place. There's no way that any of us who've ever played games could possibly objectively evaluate whether or not one of those is good. Okay, Sinister Bunny says, just a short track I made when I bought Archetype Rabia the other day. Not my shreddiest, but I liked the vibe of it. Could it be better? Yeah, but demos. I mean, all right, Massif. Original metal track. Oh, wait. Cracking of a cold one. Can I do it one-handed without dropping it? I cannot. I am a coward. It's a good-looking video. The lighting's pretty cool. Somebody actually holding the camera, or is that all in post? Very fat sounding production. I like it. Do you use any particular shake and zoom presets in Premiere or whatever? I have some that I use. A lot of sizzle on that lead sound for a part, so I think you probably should have used a bit more something less bright on that. I've not used Archetype Rabia, I don't think. I used DaVinci. So, I'm evaluating this for what it is, which is, a plug-in demo jam, which, that's good. You did a good job with that. This makes me want to buy it. I absolutely do not need any more plugins. I like the synth thing, but you've got very little melody on this as a song. Oh, look at you flexing the fact you have hair. Fuck you. We get it, bro. You've got hair. God. So this is cool. It's heavy. Production's good. Like, your little aperture MC lights in the back there. I got the 4-pack of those. They're fucking cool. There's very little melody in this. Like, this this needs a top line. Like, your riffs are cool. It's groovy. But like, riffs are not a song. I'm glad you called it an original metal track. Because as a track, it fucks pretty good. Like this would be a good spot for the verse to start. Like, no wait. Here we go. Yeah, this is the first part. No wait. I lost track. Anyway, here we go. This is where I drop my verse. I'm very excited. My name is Fred Durst. Now I'm gonna take off my shirt. I hope you don't look because your eyeballs will hurt. I made your mama squirt. Anyway, I'm not good at freestyling, so shut up. You called it track just for me. Yeah, so like, this needs a top line to be anything more than just a demo, you know? Like, so what you've got is a track with it will be that could like, but you've formatted it in a way that it would take a top line and vocals very well. So like, does that work? I can't tell if it's just a little pitchy, but I presume that's the synth. Like, I can't tell if it's the part. I think the mix is good. Hold on, let's go back to the... It's punchy, clear, tight, palm mutes. Drums sound good. So then you've got this... So... The problem with like a instrumental with no melody is that in order to make it interesting, you just have to like change stuff up a lot. So when we get over here, like we wind up with an and now for something completely different. So this has a bit of melody, of course, but like, it does not sound like it's supposed to be dissonant at all to me. That's not dissonant enough to be intentionally dissonant. It just sounds fucked up. It sounds like somebody fucked up. So, and then this melody bit feels like a background melody for a vocal part that would go here. Like, archetype would be archetype. This is the program that turns your guitar into a sin. This would be the part with the harsh vocals. Whoa. I'm still like recovering from being sick. It is fucking annoying. Fucking embarrassing. So you've got these two bits in here. This like clean melody bit, and then the like 6/8 piratey thing that could be a chorus. But yeah, I think you could develop this into a song. For a demo track, it's cool. Can't help but get sick when I'm surrounded by sick riffs all the time. Yes, but why am I staying sick? Like I'm 98% better, but then there's just like a little bit of, you know, a little bit of sinus, a little bit of tiny cough. Yeah, it's not like fucking Dillinger Escape Plan Dissonance or like Rings of Saturn or Bartok. You know? Man, you guys want to hear some wild shit. Listen to Bartok's string quartets. That shit blew my fucking mind. All right, who's next? That's the end of the list. So yeah, I think this is cool though. Like it was definitely a lazy part on my end. Yeah, I can hear the difference. I can hear the difference. Yeah, so like, you know, you want to develop that into a proper song. I think you could have something here. Yeah. You've got your color grading game together too. What are you shooting on? Skin tones look good. I care a lot more about video these days than like audio production. Look at this boy's cum face that we're being subjected to. Riffs making me kill. Rabia liked it and posted it on his Instagram stories. Nice. Well, I mean, like I said, you did a good job, like, advertising his product. So yeah, okay, Drop's gonna donate one soon. Who else? What you got? Let's see it. Let's go. Hype. Trey, how do you stream for like 7 hours on a Friday? How do you do it? Because I'm not going, wop, 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 wop. Come on, let's go. Let's fucking go. Would that make it more exciting? I feel like that would make it annoying. Like, I wish that I had that kind of energy, but instead what I have is almost 40. The thing is, like, that's the kind of hype that, like, that's how I see myself, as being that wacky. But it like takes something in particular to turn it on in my brain. And then I'm like, I can save it on the desktop. You also shoot Sony, but Sony what? Like, I gotta know. Look, you can't make better looking videos than me and not give me all of the details. I mean, it's the same shit. Like, people are like, wow, this sounds really good. What plugin are you using? Like, that's not really what's gonna get it. It's skill. Like, you could be shooting on a Sony shitbox. Like I got this. Like, I'm mostly shooting on the FX3. But the A6600, this is also a fucking sick camera. Like, some people get great looking footage out of something like this, even with the kit lens. This is my just like travel camera. But I love the form factor so much. And that's such a dumb thing to care about. I posted posted a video to Instagram today. Let's see. It was a bit controversial. My friend Rav said, "Man, you really have the best sales pitch in the game. I hope you get 10,000 signups." Ooh. Ooh hoo hoo. He's right though. I did. I gave a very convincing pitch. Okay. Oh, you're shooting on a 6400. Damn, so you're shooting, what is this, a 6600? You're shooting on one less expensive than mine. And making it look better than my $4,000 FX3. I just need to learn color grading, to be honest. 'Cause I'm like starting off with really good quality footage and then probably just fucking destroying it. Anyway. Okay, so is the smoke lens filter, is that like a pro mist kind of a deal? Because I just got some of those. Mainly because my skin looks like trash on film. It looks like okay in real life. I sometimes shoot S-Log. Let's see. Real quick, let's since we've got nothing at the moment. So I've got a video that I'm working on right now where I send a track that I wrote to, I pay people on Fiverr to record a top line to this track that I made. So, and then I went down a rabbit hole of mixing because I was like, this just has to be good enough for somebody to sing on. And then I kept like comparing it to stuff and I was like, this sounds fucking terrible though. So I worked on it and I worked on it and I worked on it. And I actually, like, if I listen to the first version and the final version, I go like, holy shit. Like, this, I actually like improved in production. Because like proper production is not really my thing, you know? All right, so anyway, we'll listen. So this is the final version that I actually sent. Oh, that's going to be too loud. Sorry. still too much bass and kick drum. But it's supposed to be dancey, you know? Maybe the top line will go here. This is the verse part. The first part. I'm always so concerned with the fucking song words that I don't know what someone else will do. What's it gonna be? What they gonna write for me? I'm gonna react in the video. Someday I'm gonna be famous and I'll never come back to you. This is the chorus part. What are they gonna write? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So like that's like pretty decent sounding. Here's the first one. I got a volume match. It's a muddy, mushy mess. And the bass is way too fucking loud. Fucking crazy difference. Night and day. Anyway, I also had to figure out how to properly gain stage into the mastering chain, which like I don't. It's another thing like I never can really consider the mastering ever because it's just not my jam. But like I was like, I basically I have to up my production game all the way around. Otherwise, it's 2023. Like if you're gonna be a songwriter, you have to be good enough at production to like know, you know. So like I just. Even if I'm just using like an ozone preset, it's got to be cool. Do I take advantage of top-down mixing? Like, I don't really I don't do anything right. So, no. Like, I don't want to go too far down the rabbit hole. I just want to get it, like, the other parts of production down, and I want to get good enough at mixing so that it doesn't sound like garbage, so that it sounds like good, and then I send it to the pros. Yeah, mixing is definitely for fucking nerds. But production, like doing cool production tricks and fun stuff to the sounds, like the sound design, like in this, I have a there's like a little guitar thing, and then I used like a reverse crystallizer thing, and from in Sound Toys, like a reverse preset thing, and then I like record, like I printed that and I tweaked it so that you get this like kind of back and forth, and like it's super over the top ear candy stuff, but like it's pretty fucking cool. And anyone who follows me on Twitch got to watch me write a lot of that. So if you're not following me on Twitch, you should be, because I'm streaming over there not as often as I would like. I mean, I started to again often, and then I got sick. Fuck, I always get sick. Why? I'm allergic to success. Okay. Here's a crescendo, thank you. Oh, and we hit 200, so I'm gonna pick a new hat. I'm gonna pick a new. What am I gonna do? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? The Riff Salad Chef is in the house tonight. Riff Salad Chef is in the house tonight. Everybody gonna get a riff time. And I'm gonna make a salad, yeah. All right. Yeah, freestyling, not my strength. Okay. I spent like I said, I had a raclette for the first time for Thanksgiving yesterday. Spent my Thanksgiving surrounded by mostly French people. Just so much French. It was cool. I had a great time. And raclette is quite tasty. I am still writing the Electric Callboy song. I mean, it's like fucking done-ish. Like, all I have to do is like the last 5%. Honestly, guys, like I hit a, like, I wouldn't call it burnout exactly. I've been in a weird mental state the last like 2 months. I got to a level where I was like stoked about stuff and like getting going, like, and then I just like didn't. Like the video that I posted today is the first one I've posted in like a month, and that's not good. So I've got a few queued up now. So I'm like getting the wheels turning again, but I don't know what it is. I was just not feeling it. But I'm getting there. I'm getting there now. All right. Shitty's Ultimatum. So this is from Crescendo, another video game tune I wrote. This one's pretty straightforward, but is one I'd like to really get tight because I enjoy it. Tight, 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 tight. Tight, tight, tight. Shitty's Ultimatum. One thing that helped is that I have a personal trainer now, and I'm working out 3 times a week. Feeling much better. Also, I'm going to tell you something. If you are depressed, this won't necessarily work for you, but try it because it's pretty cheap. High doses of vitamin D. Because when you're depressed, you don't go outside, and when you don't go outside, it gets worse because you get vitamin D deficient. So start taking some vitamin D, like high doses of vitamin D. I started feeling like a fucking person again. Oh yeah, there we go. Mark Mitchell, what up? That's a cool line. And then that little call and response, that hits. That's a little weird. Yeah. I like your chorus. This feels like I have hair again. It's kind of nice. I miss it a bit. Yeah, okay. That's pretty sick. There's something about that lead sound that makes me like not find the melody as compelling as it could be. I think some of these sounds need more flavor. Like it sounds good, but like it needs some kind of a I don't know. Yeah, I think if you work on your like production a bit more and like get some more like unique. No, it's not about it being cleaner. It just needs more character. Like I think you need to go a lot deeper into your sound design because right now all of your sounds are good, but none of them are really hitting. Like, you know, just like I don't know what it would be. Just go through and try a lot of different patches. I think part of the problem is that all of it sounds a bit generic in terms of your sound design choices. Like synths and stuff have come a long fucking way. Jeff H is asking, can I submit a guitar solo that's part of a YouTube video? You can, absolutely. I guess it's the question is what you. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm here to provide whatever help you you need. So just let me know, like, what you want me to talk about. You'll have to explore your options. You do use a cell phone app. Oh. Are you the... You used to send me stuff out of, like, that like, weird app, like, Bitbox or something. Which is pretty fucking cool. You do use a cell phone. I mean, is there something holding you back from producing on a computer? Like, what method would I recommend for submitting a track that isn't online? Yeah, Dropbox is great. I mean, SoundCloud is like the... it doesn't really matter. Yeah, either of those. You work from home a lot? I work from home 100% of the time. Oh, you work away from home. Oh, yeah. Okay. So you're... I see what you're saying. Yeah. I mean, you can compose on your phone and then take it into your DAW. Like, I don't know what it is that you're using on mobile. Nuke. What up, Nuke? More mods, more mods, more mods. I mean, I'm at home now and I'm working. But yeah, like if you, I mean, there's so many free and cheap options for synth stuff. You wish you had access to a DAW. I mean, do you have a computer? Like, there's free DAWs. Or at least Reaper is... You can evaluate Reaper until the sun goes supernova if you want. How do I know what track goes with what donation? Well, if you check out the instructions, it says to put your name in the donation. And then I will know. Just tell me what your name is on the platform that I need to associate it with, right? Like, if you tell me your name on YouTube and in the Discord, then I will know, I think, everything that I need. And also just, like, write a tiny bit. Oh, yeah, dude. Vital fucking rips. Vital is super good. It's outrageous that Vital is free. Like, what the fuck? It's wildly good. You can get crazy, unique, original sounds out of Vital. Like, there's a lot of crazy good presets, but you could sit there and sound design until the fucking end of time. Yeah, you should buy a new laptop. Like, laptops these days are ridiculous. Like the Mac. So I spent a small fortune on my laptop, which is right here. I spent $5,000 on it, but it is, let me see. Do I have my, I do not have my Thingummy open. Well, whatever. It hums the fuck along. It is like, and it's incredibly overkill. Like for what I do. Like you absolutely, excuse me, don't need something this good. You could 100% produce on one that is way cheaper. But like the M1, M2, and now M3, like you could get the lowest tier one and it'll fucking slay anything. You hate Apple's UI with a passion. Well, I mean, you could definitely build a more powerful PC laptop. You could get way more power out of it, but like, and for a lot cheaper, if that's what you're gonna do. But like, who's got the time? You don't need Apple products to make music. That is true. You don't need fucking almost anything to make music. I'm just telling you what I'm using. The actual point I was trying to make is that the technology is great and very, very, very powerful. Sinister Bunny, thank you for your donation. You've been added to the list. It's a question of whether or not you want to invest how much you want to invest in what you're doing. You know, like I'm running everything off of the laptop. Like in this room, I bring my laptop in and plug in all the I'm using my Blackmagic camera because all of my proper gear is in the other studio running off of the Mac Studio. The laptop absolutely competes with the Mac Studio. I did spend more on the laptop, but the specs of the studio are more powerful. Anyway, like, you know, like if you want to be doing it for real, you have to, you know, you have to have serious tools. So, archetype Count Grishnak. That would be a pretty funny one. It models, like, very accurately models a 10-watt Marshall practice amp. Okay. Oh, so I don't know why Jeff's donations haven't farted off yet, but Jeff H, thank you for your donation. You've been added to the list. And then drop. There it is. There's the fart. Fart 1 of 2. If you split your donation into 2, you get twice the sound effects. That's how we operate here at Treco. Thank you, Drop. You've been added to the list. Finally got off on his break. I mean, got on break. I don't know what you do on your break. It could be that. Okay, so let's see. Sinister Bunny says, very rough demo of a track. Lots of love needed still. I was listening to a lot of Devin Townsend when I wrote this. Vocals are mostly scratch tracks. Okay. Fall Before, Master Assistant. There's Jeff's second fart. I mean, I don't think it matters how old you are for writing music. Like, I mean, I hope not. Because I'm not much younger than you. Kind of weird drums. Yeah, I'm definitely hearing some Devin Townsend. Mostly in the, like, really sustained, long melody bits. Currently, you don't have a lot of dynamics in here. Bryce Winkler, thank you for your donation. You've been added to the list. Maybe after drop. Nope. Like the earth itself. That's a bit awkward sounding. I think you could say the same thing without saying the earth itself. Even though I like the words, it doesn't flow. It doesn't sing well. is also a Riff Salad chef for 7 months. Thank you so much for being a member. It's something that y'all can do. It's cheap to support you, boy, so that I can eat not just riffs. So, like, I don't think this needs, like, really big dynamic shifts, because it's got this. I think the vibe wouldn't necessarily sustain it, because it could just kind of truck along like this. Like, it could absolutely, because it's so, like, hypnotic and just vast sounding, I think it could be pretty close to what it is. But you need something to differentiate the sections a bit. Like, something about the drums, I think. Something about the percussion elements. So, like, for example, when you get to your, like, chorus, something that can make it move a bit better is, like, more subdivisions, right? Like, the typical easy thing that I use, honestly, like, I might use, it's possible that I use tambourine in every chorus. But it's not about the tambourine specifically. It's about the subdivisions. That could be any of a number of things. It could be like a synth, or like arpeggiator that's like, it could be a shaker egg. It could be some kind of like programmed little hi-hat thing. Anything that's gonna fill it out a bit, like rhythmically. Subtle though. I don't think it needs to be. Yeah. I think very small shifts between the parts, and the changing up the power hand on the drums, could also be it. So another version of this is the power hand doing the like in between notes, like, so if you've just got right, if you've got it going or even like that kind of thing, just something to like I said, subtle. I think a tambourine would kind of ruin the vibe. Just something to move it a little bit more and just and once again just distinguish between the sections. Also like a little bit of like fancy left hand ghost note stuff on the snare could do a similar thing. I guess you... Yeah. Auto-infanticide, that's another question that keeps me up at night. I don't know that... I think I have musically educated myself out of the ability to ever be as wildly cool as the Shags. Like, that ship has sailed for me. So aside from that, I think this is like pretty cool. I think the drums are going to take you a long way. I think you're really gonna, I mean, there's a lot to do on this, but like, I think the vocal parts are pretty cool. I think if you layer some harmonies on there, if you really give her, for this kind of a vibe. And also I want you to do something to like really distinguish it from a Devin Townsend song. Like I don't know if it's just, hey, we got 69 people watching. Everybody drop a nice in the chat. I want to see 69 nices in the chat right now. Otherwise, I'm fucking shutting it down. Not really. Yeah, do some, like, I'm hearing Devin all over this. So that's not a bad thing, but you just don't want it to sound just like you're doing a pastiche. Did I hear the counter melody in the chorus? I probably heard it, but I didn't. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, that's cool. It sounds good. Yeah, so anyway, I would say just keep developing it because, long story short, what you've got here is definitely worth developing. Those are the ways in which I would start developing it. Also, make sure that you do something to distinguish your choruses from each other. You want the song to be perpetually growing. With the vibe that you've got, it's very saturated, so it's a little difficult to have a plot of chorus throughout the song where it's getting bigger and bigger. But you still have to do that, and it doesn't take a lot. Just like be adding certain elements. I usually build the chorus as if it's the last one, build it way out with all the layers that it's going to have, and then I remove some of them down to just the essentials for the first chorus. Second chorus is like somehow bigger than the first, and then the final one is all bets are off. Okay, here's Jeff H. Let's see what Jeff says. Just curious what you think of it. It's a guitar solo over a backing track. Okay. Pretty killer tone. Pretty melodic so far. Pretty nice, but pedestrian phrasing. Hello, Peter Michael. It says, cheers from the Philippines. Good morning. Indeed. This was the chord that was in the picture. Hold on. It's a nice one. I think I wrote a song that had that. Like, To be clear, my phrasing is not this good when I improvise. I feel like this is like very close to excellent in terms of your improv. Like it sounds like a good. It sounds like a pretty good backing track jam. Oh, he's also a camera op, cam op. Like the main thing that's going to distinguish this, like the question is what. Yeah, I mean this is like a pretty good backing track jam, but what are you going for here? What do you? I like most of your phrasing. Your tone is really good. It's not nearly as fucking wanky as most like backing track jams, but like, you know, it's fucking, we're 3 minutes into a 5.5 minute thing. And like what you want to do to keep people interested is melodic development throughout, okay? Like establish some kind of melody, a melodic theme, a motif in the beginning, and bring it back throughout. You know, like, I'm not necessarily great at this, but I just know that that's what people do that are, like, let's see. Like, just some kind of small melodic motif that you can move throughout. So, yeah. So you say this was a one-take improv that I kept coming back for a listen. Yeah, so what that means is that you started off, like, this is like the first step to, like, writing an instrumental song. Like, you jam a little bit, and then you, like, find some of the snippets that you liked and develop it into a song. You know what I mean? So, like, you've obviously got a lot of skill. It seems like now you need to take it to the, like, yeah, you got to take it through all the other steps, you know? Like, most Satriani songs, at least the, like, early ones, are glorified backing track jams. But what he does, he doesn't just fucking noodle and call it a day. He uses it to write melodies and write a song over as if he were a singer. And then there's also solos. Whereas, for example, Steve Vai composes a song from the ground up, usually kind of based around a melody, I think. So, yeah. But like pretty good. So you just got to take it to the next step. Like you're on step like 0, like step 0.5. Okay. Fires in time. I'm never going to not say it like that. So what are you using for your tone? I just gurgled quite a bit. It is coffee o'clock, but I didn't prepare anything. Okay. Here's Fires in Time. Breathe. Early edits. How long does it take for my song to come up? Oh, for a song to come up? I mean, it varies wildly. I'm lying just to say I've been thinking about the past. I've been thinking about the first time you've seen me. Hello. Right now, there's only one other song in the queue aside from this one, so it'll be like 20 minutes if you submit it now. Whoa! PB Bandit 112? That was my first amp. Maybe that's why I liked it. Wow, that's hilarious. All right, see you later, Crescendo. Turn that fucking lead guitar down, but the part is good. Oh shit, Cletus Christ is here. What is up, Cletus Christ? What up, dude? Why is this like holding together better than most Fires in Time tracks? That's very hooky. I want your body, not your heart. That feels like a botched drop to me. I want your body, not your... I think come in right there. I want your body, not your heart. Sorry, I was compelled to be noodly. Not a whole lot is up, just existing. Yeah, Steve Endeavor might be right. The vocals have a bit more space. it's the phrasing has just enough space because you're breathing. Phrasing is much better. It's a lot less run on. I mean, the production is like also less crowded, and the drums and everything feels a bit tighter than a lot of things. Sorry, I noodled a bit too much, but I was feeling it. Like, I think this is cool. Yeah, much cleaner and more spacious vocal phrasing. Now, that's keeping in mind that usually it's too crowded and too over the top for me personally. But like, I usually have to tell people to go the other way, because especially in metal, there's a lot of like big drawn out, you know, like over the top long words and operatic stuff. So like, I like a fast delivery. Why is it suddenly just glitching, I think?
I'm lying just to say I've been thinking about the past. I've been thinking about the first time you've seen me in this state. I'll admit it, you were my best friend, but I don't want to see your face again.
So this little synth that's coming out of my left channel, I really like the sound of that. Try this. If you solo it against the vocal, does it work? Right now, it's clashing a bit with the vocal melody.
I'm lying just to say I've been thinking about the past. I've been thinking about the first time you've seen
But
me in this state. I'll admit
that's a
it,
note
you were my
choices
best
thing.
friend.
It might be a slightly muddled soup of things happening. Between that synth part, the lead guitar, and the vocal melody.
I don't want to see your face again.
Yeah, and that everything's fine. That should be panned big stereo vocal back and forth, I think. Take the cymbals down a little bit. I think it's just that crash. It's a super processed guitar. Okay. Got caught in the rivers of my apathy. Listen to the sound of the lightning when it strikes at me. I'll make glass 'cause my body's made of sand. I won't mind. I need you. Yeah, I think just making sure that the guitar and the vocal aren't too close to the same register and like sort of shitting on each other, you know, like you just don't want your parts to fight. There's a few different ways that you can keep them from fighting. Number one is always going to be note choice, okay? Like making the right harmonic, like making sure that they work together musically in terms of pitch, okay? Then there's rhythms working together well, okay? Like sometimes you can do something like play half as many notes, play twice as many notes, have a different pattern, something more repetitive or less repetitive, more drawn out, less drawn out. Register is huge. Making sure that the part that you've written isn't fighting against one of the other instruments like that because they're just because they're not occupying their own space. And then what's the other rhythm, register, pitch, and then just like, oh yeah, and like mix EQ stuff. Chasing Latitudes, what up? But overall, this is holding together much better. Okay. This is the chord. And that's what the synth or the synthy sounding guitar, heavily processed, that you described is playing. It's not... like matching up with the chord, like those. So you've got basically a D major, more or less. There, the notes of D major. Okay. You could do like D add 9. Some kind of inversion like that. If you took it, so that's what you were playing, take it down a whole step. And it fits. So this is the new year. I don't feel any different. I don't know. What is it? How's it go? So this is the new year, and I don't feel any different. I got to see that shit live at the Hollywood Bowl. It was fucking great. Wait, the Bowl? The Greek Theater. The Bowl. Oh, I'm still reeling. Yeah. So that's not a the singer problem.
I want your body, not your heart. I wanted to tell
The thing is, like, during the chorus, I think this lead guitar line mostly works pretty well, even though it is a little bit in the register. I mean, I think it's cool. I mean, I always feel like most of what you've got just needs to be massaged into place. Like, just try like moving some notes around, like really listening to everything and making sure everything lines up a bit more cleanly. Like adding lots of parts effectively, adding like layers of stuff requires you don't have to like know the music theory, but you have to be hitting mostly chord tones. You need to be working off the chord tones of whatever chord you're playing. Okay? Like you need to be thinking of that foremost in your mind, because chord tones are guaranteed safe to work 100% of the time. Whatever the chord is that is happening at that moment, the notes that are in the chord are all going to work. That's safe territory. You don't have to live there, because if you only play chord tones, everything sounds boring as fuck. But that's where you start, and then you push a little bit. Wait. So let's just real quick analysis. Okay, so he starts on the 5th of the chord. Okay, here's the chord. D major. The first note that he's singing is the 5th. I'm sorry, I'm going to say this as if we're in standard tuning, because I'm never going to be able to do it. So E major. I'm going to down a whole step, so it's not concert pitch, but I'm going to say it transposed. Not transposed. Whatever. E major. Okay, so the 5th. And then the chord is F sharp minor. And we're hitting the 3rd. And then C sharp minor. So he lands on fucking hell. The 4th, and slides up to the 5th. Couldn't hang out on the 4 because it feels uncomfortable. So those are hitting chord tones plus, like, walking between them more or less. So actually, when you sing something on, like, over some chords, you instinctually will sort of go towards those chord tones. So I would try, like, singing the parts as you're writing them. Like get inside it by, like, singing your way through it and making sure that all the, like, because you it's easy to connect with the chords better as you're singing them. You're just going to, like, be able to do it. Like, it's going to be a lot more intuitive, you know? You don't have to, like, you don't sing it on the recording, just as you're sitting there, like, coming up with the parts. But I think, God, I love seeing improvement. Like, you just keep fucking going. Man, everybody's worried about, like, specific techniques, certain things to improve, and all of that is great and important. But nothing beats sheer fucking persistence, and every part of the process is trial and error. Like, all of it for everyone, all the way up to the top. There are certain things that you learn that will work, but every next one is going to be different. Every new song, you have to, no matter what, you have to be trying new stuff all the time. So tons and tons of trial and error. That's just the way of the world. That is our lot as artists. We're always trying new shit. And it's going to work or it's not. And if it doesn't work, you just try something else. But like every single time it's this constant, slow, incremental improvements. And you can't have that without doing it over a period of time and re-upping, like reiterating all the time. That's how I got from shit mix to listenable on this track that I played earlier. Like, it was just all these little things that I was like, oh, I'll try this and this and this. Like, and I learned some new techniques, like the Pultec bass EQ thing, where you like increase the bass and attenuate it at the same time. I'd never heard of that, but like I saw somebody on Instagram Reels or whatever just like explain it in a really simple way, and I was like, oh, let's fucking go. So anyway, finish that up. That was pretty good. I liked it. I'll remember that melody. Okay. This is Eustace Wallaby, aka Bryce Winkler. This demo is the first song I've tracked at home and on my own. I recorded all the guitars and vocals, used Easy Drummer, and tried my best at a mix. That's all we can ever do. I'm pretty stoked with how it came out for a first go. I want to add some more harmony vocal layers in certain areas, clean up the kick drums in the second verse, and a few other things, but this is what I got for now. Thanks for the critique. Don't thank me yet, bro. From God to man. That's the opposite direction that you want to go. Cletus. Oh, fuck, I'm gonna strum. It's the sound I make. Ethereal.
I know that it's hard to be everything of your mind, 'cause it takes time to realize that you've got the juice to do whatever it is that you choose in spite of your lies. Leave the darkness and come to the light. Nothing felt the same, 'cause I underestimate all those things that weigh on my mind and never say. I live with the fear of the future so unclear. I won't take the time, and now I'm falling behind.
Okay.
Wasted away.
Right now, most of these lyrics are not good. Man. That's a trick for singers. You like pull air through the water in your mouth and it like aerates it into your, into your throat. Jeez. choking on nothing over here. But it also sounds like a bong. So there's a disconnect between the vocal part and the track. Your voice is not bad, but you're singing really low. It sounds weak, like really weak. Part of that could be because you're like, it's hard to get any power down here. Sounds a little conversational. There was a part here where the lyrics were good.
All those things that way on my mind and never say. I live with the fear of the future so unclear.
That's not good.
I won't take the time, and now I'm falling behind. You wasted away enough of the days, always worried about what's at stake.
All of these lyrics are really awkward. They all sound like really forced rhymes. Like you're just like, oh, this rhymes, and it's very unclear what it is that you're talking about. But mainly the sound of it, like the sound of the words and how you're using them. It sounds like a fourth grader's poem. So you want to be singing in your, I can hear you doing like a falsetto octave on top of it. Somewhere in between the octave where you're mainly singing and that is where I think probably your real voice lies. So the melody is like mostly pretty good.
In a test of your faith, could you walk away and change?
But it's also a bit repetitive.
You always knew you could be someone you looked up to in your dreams. In spite of your lies, leave the darkness and come to the light.
So that actually hits okay. The darkness and come to the light. Maybe it's because it's got some nice syncopation to it.
Leave the darkness and come to the light.
That actually kind of hits, but
nothing felt the same.
There's also like so much going on in the track, and it's all like it's just chugging along at one dynamic level. Yep.
I live with the fear.
We're gonna make it after all. That's really repetitive. And you keep landing on the root. Na 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 na. And then when it comes back, na 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 na. Right here. Oh, maybe you're doing kind of like a call and response thing, but it's all you're doing is this. I need to go this way. Na 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 na. So you like it goes up and down and up and down. You keep picking up and dumping it. It's better to keep the ball in the air. Like you want to reserve landing on the root for like when it's going to be really powerful. So this is also dynamically flat as fuck. It's just like yeah. It's very mono dynamic.
We make our mistakes, but we've all got somewhere to go. At night, when I'm staring up at the sky, how
See you later, Mark Mitchell.
the moon and the stars, it's a sign.
So there's like a bunch of layers of stuff on here too. Like I think I'm hearing like some maybe keyboards, maybe and then there's definitely a lead guitar. So you need to get like the to get what? To have a like dynamic song where there's differentiation between the sections, you have to leave room to go somewhere. This feels like one continuous part. The only thing to me that's really differentiating the sections is the vocal melody, and that's not nearly enough. Like this is one consistent thing.
We make our mistakes, but we've all got somewhere to go. At night, when I'm staring up at the sky, how bright the moon and the stars, it's a sign. I think it's time for me to go. Everything changed, I can feel it in my bones.
That's a cool line. Everything changed, I can feel it in my bones. Yeah, I think the vocals are like really not just low in pitch, but they're kind of low key, low energy for this kind of a for this kind of a jam. It's not really hitting for me most of the way around. But you've got some good melodies in here. And like to me it just feels like the lyrics, most of the lyrics are so rudimentary, like elementary school poem, that it's like really off-putting for me. So I suggest you work on that. Like I want to hear like something more interesting lyrically and something more compelling. Like you found about a bunch of stuff that technically rhymes, and it feels like you were like, cool, it rhymed, I did it. But like like as you described, this is the first one you've done on your own. It's a fucking great start. The mix is not even that bad for a, you know, for a demo like this. It's not amazing, but it's fine. It's like I could hear everything. I think you could like possibly redeem this. Like I'm trying to decide if I think that it's worth working on or if you should just go on to the next one. I would delete almost all of the lyrics and rewrite them and tweak your melodies. Try singing in a higher register for you. like try, yeah, because you're not, it doesn't feel like you're really activating the power that you probably have in your voice. And I know you could sing a higher pitch. The thing is, if you're going to sing it down here, na, 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 sound less like a robot. Like, I want to hear you give her. Like, if you're going to sing like this style, you're going to have to get a better performance out of it. What was this line?
Changed, I can feel it.
Everything changed, I can feel it in my bones. Like, everything changed, I can feel it in my bones. Like, just like I want to feel like you care about it. I think you have like a pretty nice voice. And I think there's a lot of potential in it. Right now, it just sounds a little bit like, yeah, it just sounds early. Sounds like you're starting. God, I need to get back in singing shape. Yeah, I'm a fucking disaster right now. Everything changed, I can feel it in my bones. I really like the word bones. Isaac and I have this like kind of running joke. Actually, I would say it's more like his joke about how hilarious it sounds to say bones if you're from the Midwest. Bones, my bones. You don't like have to, you don't have to blast it. Like my voice doesn't really sound that great if I don't put a lot of power into it. I don't really have a lot of I don't know. The tone of my voice doesn't really work that well with real kind of low key shit. Some people can really fucking do it. Yeah, I mean, that's how I write too, Bryce. Like in my in my lyrics course, the primary method of writing that I use once I run out of the initial inspiration is that I start doing word dumps where I just create these gigantic lists of words that are related to the topic that I like, that work, that sound good, and I sort of build around that. But you got to be looking for more exciting, interesting, and fun words to work from. But like I say, you got to build up the clay, like a sheer fucking block of clay or whatever, marble, to cut away the sculpture that's inside of it. Like, if you don't have enough material, what are you even going to do? Bones is definitely a little bit, yeah. I hear that. Sinister Bunny says bones equals realize. It's a little cheap. I don't think it's that bad. So, but I think you've got something here that makes for a good start, like a really good start. So keep hacking away at it. One of my favorite quotes from the lyrics course, which is 50% off for Black Friday at the link in the description, as is the complete rock and metal songwriting. Is oh no, I forgot it because I took a second to do to advertise. What the fuck was I saying? Oh yeah, most of the, maybe not most, but what maybe you would think of as a startling amount of the marble that the statue of David was carved out of wound up on the floor as dust, right? Nobody mourns the dust that Michelangelo cut away from the statue of David, right? Nobody's crying about the marble dust because it doesn't matter. Like, nobody's going to ever see what you cut away to get to the thing. So keep chopping. Chop, 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 chop. Okay, so we have not had any for an hour. Oops, that's not the one. Seems like today's going to be a pretty pretty slow day, which is fine. It's Black Friday. It's the day after Thanksgiving. I said I would do this because I couldn't think of any reason not to, but I'm guessing probably most people have taken the weekend to be with their families and all that. So I think we'll call it for tonight. I'm going to be going to a party later anyways, and I was going to call it a little bit early, but that's fine. It's like, can't fight the holidays. Like, my video today tanked worse than like anything has in years. I put it up because, you know, like, it hasn't even hit 1,000 views yet. Like, that's fucking embarrassing. So, anyway, it's fine. It's so the video that I put up today was fixing somebody's lyrics. So, you know, if you want to learn about, it's not necessarily like about how I do it. It's a lot of like mindset behind it and like what I would change about it. So, so thanks for hanging out on Black Friday. I hope y'all are having a nice time. And that you had a great Thanksgiving if you celebrate it. And that you bought all of the things of your dreams today for a significant discount. And that you didn't get hosed by them jacking up the prices and pretending to drop them. And that you got things that you needed. So next week, let me just check my schedule. As far as I know, I will be here. Can't think of any reason why not. It will be December 1st, so I'll need to pay my rent. This is a great way to help with that. I appreciate all of you very much sending in donations and hanging out. And yeah, next week we'll probably be back up to capacity. And then, yeah. I'm trying to think of anything else exciting and interesting. Just have a great week, and I'll see you a week from today. So get your fucking songs ready. Get them loaded up. And I'll see you next week. Bye.